Good evening-ish slash afternoon. Come here. So when I was trying to figure out what type of video to do today, I could do a picturesque solo van life vlog. Oh, I don't even have my, hopefully you can hear me. I don't have my mics on right now. And then I thought to myself, I haven't done a true de-influencing van life long form YouTube video. All of my de-influencing van life stuff is short form. So here I am. I'm gonna give you a whole chore night. We're gonna do some of the chores that I hate, and I'm just gonna yap about the downsides of van life. I'm not trying to go for like a complaint video. I'm just trying to show you the blah. Starting off strong, I'm mixing some compost together. We'll get there in a second. Anyways, it's gonna be like an evening vlog, but all the gross stuff. Okay, unfortunately, I could not have timed this any, I don't know what you want to call it, better or worse, but there's a mysterious leak on my floor. So let's figure out where it's coming from. So it's there it is, and then it goes all the way over here. Now I don't know if that's because I was driving or if it started down there. I've been sitting in coffee shops all afternoon, all day, and so I'm trying to go for a run, but I can't go for a run if something's leaking. What's leaking? Okay, I think it smells like water. Where is this water coming from? Oh, okay. I think it's coming from this bag of compost that I was trying to rehydrate. Oh no, it's not good. It got all the way back there. There's no way this has a holdup. Did I miss the bag? I don't know what's going on here. Is this de-influencing video really starting off strong? Okay, I think it's coming from somewhere back here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on? Okay, guys. There's water all the way back. I can't even make this up, guys. I'm not even in focus right now. I have been wanting to lose my mind because of leaks that have been happening in this van for months now. I have no choice. We're gonna see where this is. Oh my gosh. Oh. I figured out where it's coming from, if you were wondering. Let me put a dang mic on this camera. Otherwise you're not gonna be able to freaking hear me. Okay, hopefully this is working. This was in my script of things to talk about, guys. This wasn't supposed to happen to me. My gray water went everywhere, which it wasn't that bad because I hadn't washed, like, I'm pretty sure all I've put down the sink is pasta water. Pasta water isn't great. I'm like yelling into this mic. Sorry, I'm not mad at you guys. Ooh, yuck. I had a fear. When I went to readjust one of the pipes, it didn't go all the way down, and then it just went everywhere. Well, at least I figured it out. Where am I supposed to put this mic? I wonder if you can hear. You're just gonna maybe hear a bunch of heavy breathing and me being frustrated. Maybe I'll put you right here. Oh, is this gonna work? It feels a little lopsided. Oh. How do we think? All right, let's clean this mess up. Where did my towel go? See, the bad news is this got all behind a lot of that. That's not what we want. Are you seeing this? Ah, not on the dock. Not my docks. Nasty. That thing is full. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. I'm gonna go for a run now, and then I'm gonna come back and deal with all the other chores that we get to do today. Is that my chungliest? Come here. It's like coyotes. Oh, I forgot the mic again. This video is gonna be all over the place on sound quality. If you're wondering, Kaylee, you just got done with a run. How will you shower? I present to you the good old washcloth and Dr. Bronner's. All right, and naturally I'm gonna change right back into the clothes that I was wearing before. I'm sweaty. I lied. Why would I take a shower? Why would I do that when I'm about to empty the compost? So I'm gonna do that first, and then I'm gonna rinse off. Not that it's not getting all over me, but it's the principle of it. We do know what compost is, right? We're all in agreement. Compost is the toilet. It's not, it turns to compost, okay? Okay, let's empty that. I don't want to drive anywhere new. I'm on the side of the road. Cars are gonna be driving by. I'm emptying it into a trash. You'll see. Oh, one time I got flamed for not wearing gloves. Do I have gloves this time? Yeah, I know. It's probably gross not to wear gloves, but I'm not touching it. You're kind of in the shade, so sorry if it's not the best lighting in the world. Influencers in the wild. That's what this is. This is the compost I was making today. I wasn't making it, it's coconut coir. Okay, the secret ingredient so you don't get maggots is diatomaceous, something. This. Just a little bit goes a long ways. I've had that bag for maybe 3 years now after the first time got maggots in the composting toilet. Not a fun time. I do Clorox wipe inside. Oh, that's why that. Yuck. There's a pee jug in there. I think this is vinegar spray. I think it's better if it smells like vinegar and not pee, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Coconut coir. Coconut coir. Sounds like I'm saying choir. Coconut something. Okay, the next thing to note is that when you empty your compost, if you're not in an area that you can dig it, like compost is meant to go back to the land. Don't quote me on that. You gotta find a place to dispose of it basically. I mean, it's just right now it's composted enough so it's dirt, okay? And that really depends on the area that you're in. Sometimes it goes in the trash, sometimes it goes in a deep hole, a massive deep hole that you have to dig in like the middle of nowhere, and you're just returning compost to the land. But it's got to be like you've got to check what area. There's a lot of stuff that's got to go into that. Now it's time to take a shower. I will briefly show you the best way to do this van life shower. Washcloth. And you do one side as the soapy side and then one side as the like rinse side, or just get another washcloth. Little droplings. That was probably way too much because that stuff is extremely powerful. And scrub away. Mostly fresh and clean. Good enough. Now, more chores. Oh, I gotta find a place to dump my gray water. NA wine, really good. Oh, you can't really see that, can you? One of the things that's tricky with living in a van is finding places to dump your trash. I use these like little bags so that if I just accumulate a little amount of trash, I can just go dump it somewhere, wherever a public trash can is. Versus if you're accumulating like massive bags of trash, like the massive one that I have with the compost. Those are way harder to get rid of because you're not just throwing those in some easy trash can. Like little trash bag versus big trash bag. That was one of, I think, the first things on the road that I was like, wait, what? I was like, where do I find a place to put this? Because a lot of dumpsters, no illegal dumping. Fine, no illegal dumping. Okay, I won't do it. You get better at finding spots, and I don't know, I guess that's with everything. With van life, you just get better across the years. Or maybe you just don't care as much. I'm starving. Filled my water today. That's something that you got to do a lot. Well, it depends on how big your tank is, but you need to find a public water tap source and then you have to fill it. I have 30 gallons of water, so that lasts me more than a week, which is actually kind of crazy to think that I don't use more than 30 gallons of water. And I'm pretty sure the average house uses how many gallons? So the average what? The average American family uses more than, family, not just one person, uses more than 300 gallons of water per day at home. Am I? No. I had a third of a tank and I think I had filled up a week and a half ago. So I hadn't even gone through 30 gallons in a week. Maybe I'm also not as, probably It means I need to be drinking more water too. I mean, I'm using water also sometimes at other friends. Like I shower at friends' houses, sometimes I shower at the gym. It's not like I'm just water, not using any water. I'm using less water in the van, that's for sure, because Lord knows I'm not trying to do that many dishes with all the gray water. Speaking of, let's do some dishes. Oh, squeeze over here. This like scraper thing has been the best thing I've gotten for dishes. Also, no garbage disposal. I know that's not common in every household everywhere, but if you are used to having a garbage disposal, just know that you don't have a garbage disposal anymore. You are the garbage disposal. I think my standard of cleanliness for dishes perhaps has decreased across the years. I wash my dishes, guys. Also, this Blue Lands, this is not an ad for them. I just have been using the soap for, even before I was in the van, before I was in my other apartment. It's a powder. It helps scrape off like some of the nasties because it's like gritty, but then it turns soapy. Great stuff. To dry and put away the dishes that I'm gonna get back out in about 30 minutes. Time to make dinner. Okay, nice thing about de-influencing van life. The cooking situation. I used to have a full propane system in this van, and then you had to fill up a barbecue-sized propane tank every few weeks. I ripped out my propane system because the van can blow up because of a bad propane system. And it had been checked, and it was fine, and it didn't have any leaks, but I didn't like it. Now I have this burner. So I run off of butane. That is almost out. If I run out of fuel, then I can't cook, but I do have extra. I've been eating the same exact thing every single day. Cottage cheese, sweet potatoes, half an avocado. You can do either ground beef or ground turkey or ground whatever. And then it all goes on a plate with some honey and chili flakes. It's so good. Guys, there's been quite a few times recently where this cabinet, I forgot to put my ponytail stopper on it. So the cabinet flipped open when I was driving and not all the dishes, thankfully, but they just come crashing down. That's not good. Fuel. I like butter. Honestly, I'd recommend a camp stove. Don't do the whole propane system. Good enough. Okay, dinner. Oh my gosh, a mountain of salt. Here's the key to this bowl. A little drizzle of honey. And then chili flakes. Oh, it's absolutely delicious. I think it's got a lot of protein in it. Honestly, there's been times where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make some fun new meals in the van. No, it doesn't happen that often. It does happen, but I basically need like the simplest meals to make. I am not trying to be that fancy. Easy is the key. Otherwise you end up spending so much freaking time doing chores. Chili flake and mystery mind. Why are you looking at me like that, Chungus? Time for bed. I went to my friend's intramural soccer game, and then I came back to the van after dinner. And Chungus is just sitting there looking at me. I know it's time for bed. Every time she wants to go to bed and I'm not in bed yet, she just like keeps scooting closer and closer towards me. I'm sitting on the floor because I was going to show you the gray water. Are you chomping, Chungus? Oh, fine, I'll go to bed. Chungleson, I know it's past your bedtime, okay? And then she gets grumpy at me. This is the gray water. You can barely see it. Gray water tank. This is where the sink water comes in, and it sits in this tank and it gets nasty. I'm talking, this thing gets moldy and smelly, and then you have to find places to dump it. So that's why you don't want to use a bunch of water when you're washing your dishes, because then your gray water tank fills up and it's nasty. Her eyeballs are saucers right now. You're scary. I'm gonna get ready for bed. Hey, look at me. Look at those eyes. It's cold. This is me turning on my heater that doesn't always work. I'm telling you, winter van life, not for the weak. Oh, I was supposed to do laundry tonight. Oh, shoot. Well, when you're doing laundry at a laundromat, and it costs money. I need to do that in the morning.
soon, I promise, okay?
I got a dirty mirror. I should not do this while I have my favorite sweatshirt on. Not terrible. Okay, so getting kicked out of parking spots actually not happened to me that often because I feel like I'm pretty cautious on where I park. You can have people that live in vehicles that are like, oh, I'll just move, which I think I've definitely gotten to that point. But there's also a different aspect where I think I don't want to ruin this spot by potentially getting knocked on. So it really depends. Honestly, have my go-to spots at this point. I can't tell you the last time I opened iOverlander. I heard they changed the interface anyway. The sad thing is there's definitely areas that have changed drastically over the last 4 years of living in a van. Sedona has a fraction of the free camping. I don't even know if it has any free camping anymore. Moab just recently changed their camping. It's no longer free. I know a bunch of other areas have shut down and it's because people just keep trashing it. So places to park and do this kind of keep dwindling. People leave their trash and toilet paper and everything just all over the ground. I had to completely rebuild my upper head cabinets because they were falling down because of a bunch of bumpy roads. So I've got some stuff that's been hanging on for dear life. Oh, one thing that I feel like people forget is that you don't have unlimited electricity. Yeah, I have solar, but if I go through a week or a few days in a row with no sun, say it's just cloudy or bad weather, I don't have electricity. I didn't have electricity in the van for I think 2 days this winter. I wasn't getting any solar. Everything froze. My batteries couldn't charge. My batteries couldn't warm up. Lights, nothing. No. Fridge, thankfully it was cold enough outside to keep it cold. Winter van life is a whole nother beast. My little hair serum. Did my whole skincare. I will say, of all my inconsistencies in life and not usually having a routine, I have like mini routines within my no routine, and one of those is my skincare. I could be traveling, I could be in the middle of anywhere. I will be doing some sort of step of my skincare. It's like the only thing that's stayed consistent in my life the last 4 years. Chungus, you don't have to look so displeased. I've been wearing my retainers almost every night for, gosh, when did I get my braces off? When I was 15? 15 years? Wait, there's no way. Oh my gosh. They're different ones. I've had to get different ones across the years. All right, here's the part of van life I do like to romanticize. It's these cozy little evenings in the van. Cabinet won't shut. My little 5-minute daily journal. Highlights of the day. And what did I learn today? I got to watch my friend play soccer. Chungleson, what did I learn today? I learned I can be productive when my phone is used as a tool, not a distraction. Maybe I'll take you to laundry in the morning if you would like to join for the final conclusion of, I don't know if this was really a de-influencing van life video. I mean, maybe the compost and like the chores and stuff, but maybe that squeak. I don't know if you can hear that squeak, but that would de-influence it for me in a heartbeat because that thing makes me want to lose my mind daily. Okay, well, good night. Maybe see you tomorrow. Okay, good morning. Turns out I am going to take you along to do laundry with me. I lost my nose ring this morning. That's not a good sign. Alright, gray water leaked again. What is going on here? Trying to live my life. Oh my gosh, that's a mess. Oh gosh, I hope that dries out and doesn't mold. Okay, now let's go do some laundry. Oh.
Remember this car? I think you come on before, no?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember the car.
Yes.
It's like, when you park it,
That's fun. for those to dry. I'm gonna hang these up. A lot of chore days, fun days, and not helpful at all. And then I'm gonna go sit at a coffee shop. I gotta get Chungus's nails trimmed. But yeah, there's a little, I don't know where I'm going with this closing, but hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.